Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
There we go. Pac-Man.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Kill.
Hey, empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They're not ready for this.
Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
14, 82, 14.
3rd down.
5.
Everyone, Mike 20.
On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hands up! Ladies! 55! Rack! Nice. 22 jet bomber! 22 jet bomber!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Lead! They go 368! Nice. Hey, Team 6!
Dalton here from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
318! 93, 52, 93, 44. Here we go. Can.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants, first down.
Hands up! Lead!
Let's go, team! It's gonna be a long day offense.
Watch this.
7's a Mike 7.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go!
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
368! Hey! You draw Porter. Tighten up. Break it.
And that'll set him back 5. And now after after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
X3, 218, jump. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Hey, echo. Hey, help.
Now Dalton. This is the tight end fan, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Bang, bang. 55 mark, guys, 55. Hey, hold it. You remember me? Let's go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. This is Coleman with a grab.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got this.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dalton picked up by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Dalton, 1st and 10. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton, he'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They run with Breida, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New York. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Check 37.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Safe. Check nickel.
Yeah, 5-6.
Dalton off play action. This to McLaurin out on the left side. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Hey. Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hands up! Larry! 2 by 2. Move! 6-6. Pull it high.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Dalton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he goes out right around the 39. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Foster. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
46 down, man. 5-4.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on. You're not done in the 4th. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
57, Mike, 57.
Watch the pass. Watch the kill.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Hey, Delta.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
57. Mike 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bravo.
57's the Mike. Watch it.
Great 15. Great 15.
57's Mike.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
18. As you go, 368.
Hatchet.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
368.
7's the Mike. Mike 7. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 7.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. It's caught by Coleman. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Hey, Zoom.
7's the Mike. Mike 7.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Mike 7.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Giants 28, Steelers 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now a give coming right is Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Wahoo!
Mike, 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Over there. You're on the 9. I got 11. I got 11. He's mine. He's mine.
Go, go. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.